So you decided you want to compete and you're going for your first show. Your first time, you're a beginner. What are the 3 tips that I could give you that will change the game for you? Get you on stage placing better, doing better, and having the best prep possible? That's what we're talking about today on First Callouts. Milton from Team Flex. You're on my show First Callouts every single Wednesday. Get on here. We talk right to you competitors. A show all for you, teaching you how to get yourself into that iconic first call out. And today we're going to talk about 3 tips for beginners, you guys. You started out on your prep, you want to get into the sport of bodybuilding. It doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's the division bodybuilding, men's physique, classic physique, bikini, wellness, figure, whatever it is. We're talking about all divisions when we talk about bodybuilding on this show, because no matter what division you're doing, you are building your body. So keep that in mind. But you have come out here and you want to be in the sport of bodybuilding. You want to compete. You want to do this. You're a beginner. And I know, as a beginner, it gets very overwhelming. Doing your first show, you know, there's so many things that come up, so many variables, so many unpredictable questions that you need answered. And, you know, it can be a really beneficial thing to have a little bit of a survival guide, a couple tips that are going to help you be on top. Here we go. Tip number 1. Get yourself a coach, ladies and gents. You do not want to go in the game self-coaching. There's a reason every athlete in every sport, no matter how successful they are, still have a coach. Because when you have a coach, someone to guide you, someone to mentor you, someone to lead you, it lets you be the best athlete. It lets you train at the right intensity. It lets you, focus on your nutrition in the right way. It lets you know when things need to change. It lets you, your coach, guide you to the top, guide you to that first call out. So tip number 1, absolutely don't self-coach, you guys. There are a certain amount of people in this sport that can self-coach, and it's like 5 of them, all right? And usually when they get a coach, they get better anyway. And the truth is, you could go in survival mode trying to self-coach and learn all this stuff, Google your way to death. Or you get yourself a coach and realize it's an investment, yes, but it's an investment in you. It's an investment in you being your best competitor. And if you want to compete and you want to do your best, you don't want to show up to your show and get dead last place and also have had a stressful, miserable, worrisome prep, then get yourself a damn coach, okay? And there's a lot of opportunity out there, you guys, to get that guidance, get that coaching. A lot of great coaches in the game. And I strongly suggest never go on a prep without a coach. It's just not going to be fun. You're going to be second guessing everything, worried all the time, trying to figure it out. Way too hard, but especially for you first timers, you definitely want to have a coach. It'll make the whole experience so much more enjoyable. You will get better results 100%, no matter what competitor you are, beginning or advanced, if you have a coach. And that's what I want you to remember, okay? So step number 1, have a damn coach. Step number 2 now. Make sure you don't do too much too soon. And this can come even from coaching, unfortunately, you guys. So make sure you got a coach that's not doing this to you. But you can get into a spot as a competitor, especially a first timer, where you think, okay, 12 weeks out happened, I got to cut my calories to like nothing. I got to eat like a little hamster. Got to eat like a little hamster in the corner of the room, chomping on a piece of lettuce so I can be lean enough for stage. I got to do 2 hours of cardio a day because I want to be lean enough for stage. I need to spend 3 hours a day in the gym because I want to be right on point for the stage. Well, truth is, doing too much, especially too soon, will just end you. It'll end the prep and you'll get terrible results. You won't feel good. You'll be totally miserable. You probably won't compete again. And this can happen 2 ways, you guys. You can do this to yourselves out there. You push yourself too much. You do too many things. You're going off your coach's plan maybe, or maybe you're one of those 5 self-coachers out there doing too much. Or you have a coach that does these 2 crazy extreme measures. Unfortunately, that does exist, you guys. It is out there. It is not what I believe. It is not what I practice on Team Flex. I'm all about sustainability. I'm always about, how do we eat the most possible, right? All the time. Do the least cardio all the time. Spend the least time in the gym all the time and get better results than people doing everything else I just mentioned before that, right? And I always believe in sustainability because I know if you stay healthy, you stay happy, you're going to do better at your shows, you're going to do it for longer, and you're going to enjoy the process. Unfortunately, a lot of coaches push very extreme measures, which is at the detriment to the sport of bodybuilding, but especially to the competitors, because a lot of times it does cause further problems beyond just having miserable prep. We're talking about metabolic problems, hormone problems, all sorts of problems that you're going to have to deal with sometimes for the rest of your life. So the extremes are not the way to go. Don't go too much too soon. If you got a coach that day one signs you up and says 2 hours cardio a day, you're on 1,000 calories a day, we're doing 2 hours of gym a day, want you doing one session fasted, hey, it's red flags, you guys. Red flags. Get rid of the coach. Get out of there. Wave the white flag, surrender, get the hell out of there, and get yourself a coach that's going to help you actually guide you the way you need to be guided so you can get to the top of your game. But also remember, your health and wellness is important too. Okay? Tip number 3, and this is the last one for a beginner: never, ever compare yourself to anyone else. This is the problem with the sport of bodybuilding and social media, you guys. On bodybuilding sports, these pages, you can follow everybody. You see who's going to compete. You see your show. You can see other competitors. You're sitting there comparing, you're looking, oh, I'm not ready. She looks better. He looks better. I don't know. What am I going to do? I need to do. No. Ditch it. Alright, you guys, never compare yourself. Yes, in the sport, you're being compared on stage. That's how you win shows. That's how you get to first call-outs. You be the best competitor on stage. But that right there is the answer. On stage. It only happens on stage, you guys. It's not happening on social media. It's not happening when you're looking at filter pictures, Photoshop edited pictures, manipulated pictures. It's none of that. You're killing yourself before you ever get to the stage, you guys. What you want to do is never compare yourself. If anything, compare yourself to the competitors on the stage, on show day, after the fact. Figure out how, if you didn't place the way you wanted, okay, what do I need to do? And a lot of times you'll realize it has nothing to do with any of the other competitors. It has everything to do with you actually becoming a better competitor yourself. Get the feedback from the judges and apply it with your coach. Come back and do better. But don't spend your time comparing yourself to anyone on the internet, anywhere else, you guys. Bodybuilding, it's a journey for yourself. It is a sport for you. It is for you to become better physically and mentally. That's how it is. That's really where it should be. It's not about, okay, you're sitting on Instagram scrolling, comparing yourself, making yourself feel like shit. In fact, if you do that, delete your damn Instagram, delete your damn social, take a break, a week, a 2 or 3, whatever it takes to get your mind right. Because if you lose your mind on prep, ladies and gentlemen out there, you beginners out there, you advanced people out there, you lose your mind on prep, it's game over. You're done. No more. That prep's over. You're never going to perform your best. You're never going to get as good of results as you could, and you're not going to be in a spot where you're going to do your best on stage. Maybe not that first call out. Definitely not that first place. Not that overall. Not that pro card. Don't compare your damn self, alright? So I hope these tips were helpful to you today. And funny thing enough, these are beginner tips, but these tips are also very beneficial to every type of competitor, alright? So do me a favor, if you got anything out of this, share this out. If you have more questions for me, you guys, you beginners out there, or anyone else, please comment them below. I'll answer them in future videos, alright? Thank you for watching First Call Outs. Please subscribe. I'm Ryan Milton from Team Flex. Coach Ryan is out.
TeamFlex.com presents a revolution in the online competition coaching experience. Contest prep has been redefined. From anywhere around the world, at the touch of a button, your entire totally custom coaching experience built just for you. Constantly monitored and adapted by your own expert competition coach. The most complete competition coaching experience awaits you now. Go to TeamFlex.com and try it free.